Welcome to Local Outbreak on the Planet 100.1, New Hampshire's modern rock. Matt Connerton from IPMNation.com, sitting here in the RageRockRadio.com studio, and I'm here with two members of the band Phunksion. How are you guys?
Pretty good.
Go ahead and introduce yourselves.
I'm Jeff Perkins, bass player of Phunksion.
Eric, guitar player.
All right, and the other guys are here, and we're going to talk to them a little bit later, but let's get this part out of the way. How do you guys spell the name of your band?
We spell it with Phunksion.
Why?
No why.
No clue. There's absolutely no why.
That's cool. Well, listen, I know you guys have been in the studio recently, and you have some tracks for us, and I've known you guys for a long time, so I'm very curious to hear what you've got. What would you guys like to play to start the show?
We're going to start with Brainwashed. It's the first song that I wrote as a part of Phunksion.
Cool. All right.
Yes.
Well, let's hear it. This is Brainwashed from Phunksion on Local Outbreak on 100.1 The Planet.
Say it, we'll say
Local Outbreak on 100.1 The Planet, New Hampshire's Modern Rock. Matt Connerton from IPMNation.com in the RageRockRadio.com studio with, well, actually all the members of Phunksion, but only two of you are mic'd up, so the pressure is on.
Well, it's the
You
smart
smart
ones.
Yeah, the smart
The
ones.
smart. Oh, is that how it is? Oh.
Yeah.
So tell me about the tunes you guys brought to us tonight. These are fresh out of the studio, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, we just got them done today.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Well, we finished mastering 2 of them today.
All right. Do you have a full disc coming out, or what's the plan?
We're hoping to have a full-length CD by July, and that's probably a big step, but we're not quite sure at this point in time. We're
can
still
do
working
it.
on it. Yeah, we're still working on it, so it could be now, could be later.
Sure, sure.
I'm sure it's later.
So at some point later, you will have a full CD out.
Yes.
And we're the smart ones.
Either
so.
either
Wait till the
later
next guys
or
come
by
on.
July.
Later.
Well, you guys have been around a long time. Seems like I've known you forever. How long has Phunksion been a band?
I think it was 2002.
It was roughly around then. I think we're about 6 years old. You know,
That would be
The
8
band
years
is.
old, but
roughly 6, 7.
Yeah.
something like that. We're still young.
Right. And
as you can see, me and Jeff never agree on anything.
Right.
It's been that way
Never
since,
gonna.
since
I'm glad we paired you guys up
Yeah.
for the first part of the interview. Who writes the songs in the band? Do you guys all write together?
I write the
This is
guitar
very-
parts. Jeff writes the bass
Everybody
lines.
writes
Yeah.
their individual parts.
Yeah.
It usually stems from Jeff's bass lines.
Yeah.
Then I'll write a guitar part, and then Jay gets an idea for vocals.
How do you guys describe your sound? Because you're kind of unique, and I know I've told you this before, but there's really nobody around here that sounds like Phunksion.
We call it crazy jazz, funk, metal, rock.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Is that hyphenated?
yeah.
It can
Okay.
be.
Yeah.
With a line across
Whatever
the
you
top.
want.
2
Yeah.
dots on the U.
Well, what are your
We
influences?
have,
I mean,
like, Jeff's a funky bass player.
well, I was going to say, yeah,
Well,
Jeff is very...
Primus is Les
Yeah.
Claypool
Yeah.
is one of my hugest inspirations. You
Mm-hmm.
know, I mean, without him, I wouldn't have never been inspired to write the bass lines that I do. You know,
I'd say John's a jazzy drummer.
yeah. Without his beats, you know, he starts out a drum line, and I just got to go with a nice funky beat. You know, he makes it so easy to play. You know,
Yeah.
so.
Well, you guys have played together for a long time, and actually, you guys played together in a previous band even before Phunksion, right?
Yes.
You and John?
Yeah, we were in a band called Notion, and that's how Phunksion started. The singer
Actually,
quit from that band.
Me and Jeff
so-
were in a cover band, too.
Oh, okay.
Yes, during actually almost around the same time as Notion was, but
Before it.
but me and John, I mean, we're related. We've been
Yeah.
playing together just as long as he's been playing drums. I've been playing bass.
Yeah, I was going to say you guys are cousins.
Oh, yeah. It's I love what he comes up with on the drums. It makes it so easy. He makes it very easy to play.
Really?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
So do the songs come quick when you're writing?
They do, you know, during inspirational times. You know, there are times where we're not so inspired.
Usually
Mondays.
the basic idea comes fast, and then we fine-tune it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Be what we want it to be.
How many originals do you guys have at this point? How much original music do you guys have?
I'd say like 16 songs.
Really?
16. I thought we had like 21, but yeah, we have more like 20, 21, 22, but
There's a
we
few,
dropped several songs,
We've kind of left off.
you know, because where we're going to with the band is definitely changed, so them songs kind of don't fit with us anymore. You know?
You guys have been together a long time. Is it hard to figure out what it is that you want to put on the CD that you're recording? Because you've got, 8 years worth of material to draw from?
Yeah.
I mean, does that make it a challenge to figure out what's going to go on there?
Well, we all kind of know what's gonna work. You know,
I think we all have our favorites.
yes,
If you asked all of us, each of us would say, 4 different songs. You know?
and we have, you know, our friends that come down while we're practicing and stuff, and they're like, I love that song. We take their input on that as well, because they're the listeners.
Yeah.
You know, we're the players, so we're gonna, you know, probably not agree with them, you know, just because I like playing certain
I
songs.
like the songs with more guitar. He likes the songs with more bass. You know?
Right.
Yeah, of course.
What are your influences, Eric, as a guitar player?
I probably have some odd ones.
Really? Yeah.
Yngwie Malmsteen would have been my first influence.
Yeah.
I really like Diamond Darrell from Pantera.
Mm-hmm.
There's tons. I like Bob
Sure.
Marley.
Sure.
I pretty much run the gamut.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like, the band as a whole, you can tell that you have a wide range of influences that go into your music. What kind of bands do you guys play with? Because, again, there's no one around here who really sounds quite like you. When you go to do shows, what kind of bands do you play with?
I think recently we've been getting a little better bands to play with, but it's usually heavy bands.
Hardcore bands, yeah.
So you do a lot of metal shows?
Yes.
Yeah.
In the Manchester area.
And we have some heavy songs. It's not...
Yeah, some of your stuff is definitely on the harder side, but you guys don't consider yourselves metal, correct?
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
No.
Well, let's hear another track. What do you guys want to play?
I was thinking Said and Done.
Excellent. All right. This is Said and Done from Phunksion on Local Outbreak on 100.1 The Planet.
wonder still if there's so much
Local Outbreak on 100.1 The Planet, New Hampshire's Modern Rock. Matt sitting here with Jeff, and this time John from Phunksion. John, what do you do in the band?
I'm the drummer.
All right. And you're probably going to be kind of quiet tonight because we should mention you're kind of stuffy, so you're usually pretty talkative. But
I am. Thanks for that.
But
thanks for bringing that to everybody's attention.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Awesome.
Well,
yeah, they call me Booger. This is why.
Really? That's phenomenal.
Month of May, seasonal allergies.
Well, that's why I brought it up, because I always hear them calling you that behind your back, and I wasn't sure why.
It all stemmed from my first year of allergies. Leaky nostril. Wouldn't
really?
Stop. Yeah.
That's exciting.
It is. I like to share.
So what's it like playing with your cousin? See, now I'm just going to keep asking you questions, so you have to talk.
It's great. Years ago, when we first started out, as far as playing an instrument together, he would play the bass, and I was a drummer to begin with, so we started jamming out. And right away, there was feeling there. There was funk. It was great. Just drums and bass. We had so much to do, and it was very exciting. And we knew we had something to work with, so we.
Were you guys
continue with it?
Were you guys kids when you started playing together?
No. We were in our 20s,
No,
early 20s. Yeah, we just.
We always did whenever we were kids, we'd always sit in the living room. His dad had a killer stereo, and we'd just sit there and make up little reenactments of what the band's doing, playing air guitar. You know, his older brother would do
I never
guitar.
did that, just so you know. But anyway, make a long story short, aside from that horrible visual, he picked up a bass, and I was a drummer. I just played for fun. And we started jamming out, and right away there was something there that we liked, so we continued with it and eventually turned it into a band.
Yeah, it manifested into something.
People responded.
Fantastic.
Anybody that heard it
yeah.
liked it, and it was definitely something to inspired us to keep going, to keep doing it.
Yeah, it was always inspiring to play with John. He always came up with nice, funky riding beats.
I feel like I just got to rub a dub.
Good for you. You're welcome, buddy.
I'm warm.
Have you guys ever had projects that weren't with each other? It seems like you guys have played in several bands together, correct?
Just about every band that I played in, he was always the drummer. Even it's me, him, and his brother. Just all the friends we hung out with. I think
you call it experimentation time.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
They were covers / little jams. We weren't. In the beginning, we weren't any good. So. We
as far as established, we were.
Yeah.
It took a while to figure out our niche, what we were good at, and what kind of sound we were looking for. I mean, like I said, it was raw, it was new, and we knew it was something to work with. So,
and every band gradually got better and better. Once we figured out where to go from now, okay, we got this good jam. Now what do we do? And meeting.
We always wanted to take it to the next level.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, part of what I think too is interesting about the dynamic with the two of you is that, John, I know you left at one point for a couple of years because you had moved to another part of the country, and Jeff, you guys tried to replace John, but ultimately you really couldn't do it, right? It wasn't
impossible.
The same without him. Yeah.
It was impossible because although the drummers that did try out for us did exceptionally well on certain parts. There was just, you can't replace any member in this band. You can't. It wouldn't be Phunksion without everybody in it.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, we're
absolutely.
a field-based band. I mean, our music, if we're feeling it, we're on, and we sound good, and we know we sound good, so we're comfortable playing. When we're not feeling it, you can tell. You can hear it. You can see it. We're definitely field-based, and without any four of us,
it wouldn't be Phunksion.
Yeah, it would have to be torn up and redone from the beginning.
Jeff, when we talked on the phone the other day, you mentioned that you guys have a lot of good things happening right now. It seems like you've kind of turned a corner, or however you want to put it. Can you tell us about some of the other things you guys have going on now?
Well, right now the CD coming out is like a big thing for us. I mean, we're about halfway through. But yes, we've also been signed to Intellect Records. I'm sorry, I'm trying to read faces over there.
Yeah,
Intellect Records has signed us. They're helping us with our CD and a lot of promotions and stuff like that.
Tell us about that. Intellect Records. Where are they from?
They're right here in Manchester. They started up probably not that long ago, about a month ago or so, a couple months ago, and they're pretty close friends of ours, and they knew right away that they knew what we knew. We got a pot of gold, you know. We're looking to get it out there, and you know,
Get it in
we
people's
love
ears.
hearing it. I'm
pot of
sure
gold?
everybody out there is going to love.
Are they run by leprechauns?
Yes,
Absolutely.
How
as a matter
fun.
of fact.
Really?
We
That's
didn't play
exciting.
that before. That's
But
Yeah,
they're,
no, that's
they're
cool.
taller than us, though.
Right. Oh, okay.
no.
Interesting.
They're starting out, and they're
So they're a new
using us
label?
as our
Yes.
platform, basically. To
So are you guys the first band signed to the label?
Yes, we're their
Cool.
experimental band.
Do you have sort of a long-term deal with them, or is it just kind of you're going to see how it goes? Or?
I think we're signed on for 3 years with them. 2-record deal with them. 2 records deal. Not very articulate today. I am sorry. I can't read fingers. You know, you'd be better off drawing it on paper, buddy.
Right.
A
yes.
picture.
Next time we have you guys in, we'll set up an easel, and
I can.
whoever's not on a mic can just
I
write
can
out
read
what
illustrations way better. You know, when I pick up the newspaper, I'm not reading the newspaper. I'm looking at the comics, buddy.
So Intellect Records. So tell me, what are they doing for you?
Well, they are.
getting us some merchandise, stickers, T-shirts, things that people have been asking for. Getting our music out there, copying our CD,
Duplicating.
duplicating the CDs and distributing them.
Cool. So what is the long-term plan as far as your association with the label? Are they going to try to put you on tour? Are they going to try to get you charting with the disc when that comes out? What are they trying to do for you? What's the projection?
Yeah, they're kind of hands-on with us. They're
Really?
management,
Yeah.
basically, for us. They're, like I said, getting merchandise together for us, distributing the CD, getting us shows,
Yeah.
getting our music out there, and the performance out there.
I'm getting picture mail every other day from one of the guys just doing the artwork for us. And he's like, "What do you think of this? What do you
Yeah.
think of this?"
Basically,
You
what
know,
they're doing
he's-
is a lot of the things that we've been unable to do on our own.
So they've taken on a lot of the management functions.
Sure.
in
Because, I mean,
addition to
the one
acting
thing
as a
we're good
label.
at, we're good at writing music. We're good at playing it.
Right.
We're, I would say, a little hard to deal with as far as we're picky. We like to sound good, of course, and we like to play well.
That's a good thing.
And as far as the business or the professional aspect, I know I'm trying to talk into the mic. I apologize. But that's basically the part that they're taking on.
Okay.
They're doing the footwork, the promotion.
Did they find you? Did you find them? How did you hook up with them?
They've been friends of ours for a while.
They've
Yeah.
been there since the beginning.
And they've,
Really?
Yeah.
they've been inspired by us as a band to
Yeah.
take this direction in their lives and
They're
to
taking
dedicate
it just as
themselves to it.
serious as we do, which is excellent. You know.
Yeah. Very good. Well, why don't we play another track? What do you guys want to play? Third song of the night.
We're gonna play "Redeem." That was
I like this one.
that's
Yep.
one of our favorites.
You
as a
guys
band.
close with this sometimes, right? During
Absolutely.
your live set? Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah,
actually.
we actually close
Yeah.
with it a lot.
It's one that we wrote, and right away we knew we had something that we were satisfied with, which, as you know, is very unusual.
Yeah. Yeah.
We were very satisfied.
It's one
with
of the
this
only songs that I had to go back and sort of rewrite
Yeah.
because of the way it was fitting in the song. You know, I had the jam down. I was really happy with it. They're like, "You got to fix that."
Yeah. Cool. Well, this is good stuff. I want to play this for everybody. So, all right, this is it Redeem or Redeemed?
Redeem.
It is Redeem. Okay.
Yeah, no d.
Okay. No duh. Redeem with no duh from Phunksion on Local Outbreak on the Planet.
If you had no tomorrow, this were your final breath, would you return all you had borrowed? Could you face death? Is your soul strong enough to open up the gates? Do you know what you would do if they decide to make it wait? We all decide our own fate. There's far too many facts to state. We'll never be what we intend, but we'll be has to follow. Who says who's right? We are the chosen few who are gifted with sight. We'll never pave the way if we can't conquer ourselves. There's gotta be a better place. Can we spend our lives in hell? We all decide I won't fade. The future don't look all that great. We'll never be what he intends. Can we redeem before it ends? It's been right before our eyes, but we did not read the word. We thought it was our lies. It was foretold, but you all look so surprised. Now we're face to face with someone we don't recognize. It's all in black and white, just look for yourselves. Our souls commodities for them to buy and sell. There's nothing we can do, it's now out of our hands. Our reign of evil's through, we'll never make you proud of man. We all decide I won't fade. The future don't look all that great. We'll never be what he intends. Can we redeem before it ends? Redeem before it ends. We must redeem before it ends.
Local Outbreak on 100.1 The Planet, New Hampshire's modern rock. Matt from IPMNation.com sitting here in the RageRockRadio.com studio. This time, Eric from Phunksion is back in with us, and we are joined by Jay, the vocalist in Phunksion.
How's it going?
Good. How are you doing, man?
I'm doing great.
Listen, I want to ask you about your approach to lyric writing, because the lyrics to your tunes are fairly complex and seem to be topical. I mean, where do you draw from with what you write?
Pretty much most of our songs kind of deal with a different topic, but for the most part, a lot of stuff I write is kind of therapeutical from, like, you know, my childhood and my past, and not necessarily what applies to my life right now, but you know, when I was a young angry teenager.
Yeah.
It kind of, like, when I start writing, I'll kind of get just a general idea, and once I get the first, like, verse and chorus written, something else kind of takes over, and
Sure.
like, I think that's the angry little kid in me.
Really, yeah?
and
Does-
he ends up writing most of the lyrics.
Does it come easy to you, or do you kind of labor over it a bit? Because, like I said, your stuff is more sophisticated than
He
average.
says it comes easy to
When-
him.
Does it?
when
Yeah?
It amazes me a lot.
Really, yeah?
How we can reach into the parts we write and write words that fit exactly with the feeling of the music.
When you write lyrics, do the guys present the music to you and then you write
Normally,
lyrics to
yeah.
that, or?
Usually, like, by the time I'm writing lyrics, we have most of the song kind of figured out. And actually, well, maybe not the structure, but they have, like, at least, you know, a riff for a you know, a normal verse, and like a riff for a chorus, and then we'll add stuff later. But normally, when I write my vocals, that kind of is what gives structure to the song. Like, we'll decide, like, how many measures we're gonna do, you know, one part for, and like, that's kind of where I come in. Like, I take their riffs and, you know, kind of mold, you know, I take the clay and mold it into a sculpture.
Sure. That's cool. That's cool. Who are your influences vocally? Because I've also noticed that some of the tunes you kind of vary it seems like you vary your approach,
Right.
even to how you, as far as how you sing them.
I try not to be too much like anybody else, but like my main influences would be like Phil Anselmo from Pantera, Lane Staley, Mike Patton from Faith No More, and Mr. Bungle.
Yeah.
You know, like I got a wide range. I mean,
Yeah.
there's some guys that, you know, these guys would probably smack me in the face for saying, but like Eddie Vedder from Pearl Jam, you know. I mean, Chris Cornell, these guys all like, you know, Soundgarden and Audio Slave, so they won't smack me for that one. But
Right.
the Eddie Vedder thing, no one else really digs Pearl Jam too much. in the
Really? I
band.
like Pearl Jam. I'm not going to smack you.
I just think John could go.
Really? Yeah, he does a little bit.
He's like a male Stevie Nicks.
Not as bad as You know who really sounds like a goat is Bright Eyes. You know that guy, Connor Oberst?
I'm not sure.
He sounds like a goat man. Or Shakira. I think Shakira sounds like a goat.
I don't care what Shakira sounds like.
Yeah. She's just very goat.
Doesn't really
watch
matter
her
what she sounds
videos.
like. I don't think anyone really likes her music. They just want to bang her.
Well, what do you guys have? What do you guys have coming up that you want to talk about as far as shows? You got any big shows coming up? Or are you more focused on recording?
That's
well,
basically our main focus is recording.
actually-
We don't have.
I mean, if you know, this,
Just go ahead.
and yeah, we
Do you have anything else coming up beyond that, or are you just kind of focused on recording?
there's a couple things in the works that I'm not sure if I can really
Sure.
mention yet because it's not ironed out. But
Yeah.
there's a couple,
There's no sense in it.
there's a couple big shows that we,
We're basically focusing on recording.
Yeah.
That's our main priority to get quality CDs.
but I'm sure most of the people listening will probably be at least one of them. You know, they'll see us there. I just like I said, I can't really mention it now because it's
Sure.
not, it's in the works.
I'm sure once the album's out, the label will be really pushing you guys hard as far as booking shows. And
We're actually gonna, now that we have a CD to promote, we're gonna be looking to do bigger shows like the local bazookas, and maybe even traveling as far as like Houston for like South by Southwest and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Now besides the studio, that's what we're gonna be focusing on. We've done the bar scene. We've kind of paid our dues, and now we're looking to try to get on the bigger stages.
Yeah. Well, for the first time, you guys are finally going to have product,
Yeah.
It's
you need
huge
that.
for us. It's huge for us.
You need that. So where can we find you online?
Right now, we're on MySpace. It's our URLs, MySpace/Phunksion NH.
If you didn't catch that at the beginning, we spell our name Phunksion for no reason whatsoever.
No why.
Cool. All right. Well, guys, thanks very much for being here, all four of you. And we're going to play one more track to wrap up the show. So you guys have the mics. You guys get to pick. What is it?
This one's Why I'm Here.
All right. Why I'm Here from Phunksion on Local Outbreak on 100.1 The Planet, here from the RageRockRadio.com studio. This is Matt. We'll see you next week. And this is Why I'm Here from Phunksion.
God, we lifted my sails, becoming whole again. My will, it never fails to bring me back from where I fell. have changed, and I know you can as well. If I could help, I'd cross that street, things clear.